Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. Now, there are many, many scriptures that prove that faith without works is empty. So, if someone claims to have faith and they don't have works, then they don't really have faith. What do they have faith in? A false image of Christ? Their preacher's false doctrine? That's not the same as having faith in God. In 1 Timothy 5, we see Paul make it clear that I'm right about this. And oftentimes people argue that Paul was speaking to one group and that, John and Jesus magically were just speaking to another group. No, Matthew 25 makes it clear that that's not the case. We'll get into that in another video. So 1 Timothy 5:6. But the widow who lives for pleasure is dead even while she lives. Why? Because she didn't have faith? No, because she was living for pleasure and not doing the works of someone who has faith. Verse 7. Give people these instructions so that no one may be open to blame. Anyone who does not provide for their relatives, and especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Again, anyone who does not provide for their relatives, and especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Before I explain why I'm right here, number one, did Jesus put providing food over doing God's work? No. Did John the Baptist? No. Did Isaiah the prophet? No. Did Stephen the martyr? No. They all had family members who were less than rich. Okay? So it's not saying that you put that before God. So make that clear. Number two, if someone who has denied the faith, is worse than an unbeliever, if they denied the faith in that particular way at least, but really in general, someone who claims to have faith but has denied the faith by their actions is worse than an unbeliever, then does faith save you? No. Because somebody who doesn't believe is not as bad as you are, even though you claim you have faith, or you have faith and you didn't strive with all your heart to produce the work of God. So it's like semantics. If it's true faith, if you're a true believer, then you're going to do what's right with all of your heart. And it's impossible to go through life being determined to do what is right with all your heart without doing a lot of the works of God. So therefore, faith without works is insufficient. And again, for those of you who want to argue with me now, explain 1 Timothy 5, verse 8. And anyone who does not provide, do the acts of providing, the work of providing for their relatives and especially for their own household, first and foremost, the bread from heaven, the Spirit of God, the lessons of God, leading by example, what have you, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever.